scam alert in town. Now, picture this. A Kerala-based lawyer, renowned for his expertise in cybercrime cases, who's helped countless people navigate the murky waters of internet fraud, you would think he's the last person to fall victim to a scam like this, right? Wrong. In a very, very twisted case, this cybercrime specialist found himself trapped by a cunning stock trading app scam, losing a whopping 93 lakh rupees. 93 lakh by a cybercrime lawyer. Imagine that. So what's their hope for people like you and I? If experts can get duped, it's a wake-up call clearly for all of us.
But how did any of this happen? It all began with a seemingly innocent download, as it always does, of an app promising lucrative returns on stock trading. Before he even knew it, this cybercrime lawyer was caught in a web of deceit. And it illustrates that these scammers are getting smarter and more sophisticated day by day. Today, we're not just talking about any other scam. We're going to be diving into the depths of how even those who know all the tricks of the trade can be outfoxed. We'll explore the psychology behind these scams, the latest tactics, the very latest tactics that we're seeing scammers use across the country, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself from becoming their next target.
Now sample this. Just in the last 1 year, as much as 177 crore was lost on account of credit card, debit card, internet banking frauds. And these are just the reported figures, remember. And when you see so many well-educated people, senior police officers, civil servants, DMs in some cases, lawyers, IT professionals, teachers all fall prey to such cyber frauds, one has to look at how. What is really clear in all of this, it's not just the tech that is fooling people, it's the human nature that is being frauded. It's not just the tech hacking. More and more Indians are falling prey in our times to what is now being called human hacking. So today on the program, we will decode this art of human hacking for you with someone who's been studying this subject for a while. Joining us next is Dr. Mukesh Chandar. He's a former IPS officer, worked with Delhi Police for a very long time with the cyber security branch as well. Now has a practice, is independently sort of, the flag bearer, as they say, of letting people know and get educated on this front. We also will be joined shortly by somebody who's very peculiar. He's managed to evade a cyber fraud. So I'm very interested to know how he managed that, and all of us have clearly something to learn from Amar. Amar is a stock market trader and he trusts nobody, and we'll tell you all about that in a bit. But first up, I want to take a question with our guest first. Dr. Mukesh, when we look at frauds all around us today, it is no longer we don't look at only people who are gullible. We are looking at well-educated people, IITians in some cases, even people in position of power like IITians, like DMs, like tech engineers. When they fall prey, what does that tell you about how the cybercrime space is actually unfolding in the country?
Good morning, Sonal and Toya. A small correction. Name is Muktesh Chandar. Now coming to the
Dr. Chandar, yeah.
why well-educated people, tech-savvy, and even IT professionals are falling prey to cyber crimes like this. The problem is that cyber criminals have been able to dig into the psychology of human mind, and they have understood it very well, and that is what they're exploiting. The basic human weaknesses which are existing in anyone, they are manipulated and exploited. For example, greed, fear, kind-heartedness, trust, and fear of missing out. These are 5-6 I can quote right now. And the entire thing is now called social engineering. How to manipulate a human mind, how to hack a human mind. This is an interesting branch of cybersecurity which is emerging. Now, coming to the basic question, so many offers will be available to you to make quick money. and we forget the basic saying, money does not grow on trees. And then the cycle starts. Very exorbitant amount of returns are promised. Something on Twitter, verified account will tell you that this thing's happening. Some news channel, for example, I would be not hiding this. NDTV editorials are issuing these advertisements where a air hostess or a Zomato boy has invested some money and then he has become a crorepati. Now, coming from trusted sources, as I said, the basic human nature of trust. Some people who are not skeptical, I would say. Being skeptical is a good trait right now. They fall prey to it, and then the entire knowledge of IT, law, or policing is kept aside, and the person is totally blinded by that greed. And that is how the manipulation takes place. And once you are into it, till you lose a huge sum of money, you don't realize that you have been hacked, and you think that you are making money, a lot of money. And such messages will keep coming, such apps will be there where your money will appear to be going. But unfortunately, world is not like that. Money really doesn't grow on trees. The safest investment of banking, mutual funds, stock market, real estate, gold, we all leave that behind and go to these scamsters and put all our money into these frauds. Unfortunately, that is what it is. And in cyber world, what is emerging today is zero trust arena. That means you don't trust anyone in cyber till unless it is proved otherwise, unless it is proved trustworthy. The same happens with fear also, the exploitation of fear, sextortion, something somebody tells you that you have sent a parcel and in which narcotics drugs have been found, and then customs come in, and then fake cops come in, and all your money is transferred to certain private accounts in the name of Reserve Bank of India. And people don't realize that this is all illegal. This doesn't happen. The systems do not work like this. The procedures are well defined. One is not aware. In the same way, digital arrest. This is a new concept. For the last 1.5 years, we have been seeing it. As per law is concerned, as per criminal justice system is concerned, there is no such thing called digital arrest. If you have not done anything wrong, then you have nothing to fear. But still, very well educated people, including a very senior IPS officer, fell prey to such a situation.
Dr. Muktesh, just tell us, because you've named a few different points here. So you talked a little bit earlier about suspicious apps that people can actually download by mistake or even download deliberately, and then those apps will be transferring your money. But doctor, tell us, in your own life and for the people that you love around you, the advice, it seems, is that cultivate a sense of skepticism for any kind of text you're getting, any kind of messages you're getting. But what else? What are the tips we can put? There was a time when Truecaller was enough to download. You know, Truecaller would show you, okay, this is a hoax call, don't pick it up. But now what do you tell the people that you love around you, and what do you do in your own life?
First of all, Truecaller and all that, these are crowd-based applications. So somebody feeds his name as Mr. So-and-so, and two of his associates also put the same name. Truecaller will actually show that only. So, and you can buy these verified accounts. Today, Twitter verified or X verified accounts mean nothing because you can buy them. And there have been so many cases I have even mentioned earlier that verified accounts are spreading these frauds. So in an environment like this, go back to the fundamentals again going back to the human teachings, what we were taught in our childhood. Do not take chocolates from strangers. So do not believe anyone who says that I make money for you and do things like that. Do not believe if mobile number, if he says that he is a police officer or he is any XYZ, because he may be or he may not be unless you verified it. Verify it by landline, verified by his credentials, and so many other ways of verifying it. But the fact that he says that I am from Telecom Regulatory Authority does not mean that he is from that, or he is from Mumbai police or Delhi police. It does not mean that he is from Delhi police. So you need to verify it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the takeaway from here is that do not take chocolate from a stranger is a good analogy to remember. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. But you know, the thing is that you sort of fall prey to it time and again. But we have somebody who did not. So let me bring in Amar now and try and understand his story. Just for the record, and this is perhaps for the first time, I want audiences to know when we approached Amar to come on the program and talk to us about his story, he did not believe us. He asked me to show my credentials. I had to then get on a call with him to prove that I am the real Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. I work for this organization. I am not a fraud at all. It took me
Once
a
bitten, twice
significant
shy.
amount of time to first convince him about it. And I have to say, thank you, Amar, for doing it. It has clearly been an experience I will not forget. And the reason I'm sharing this with this audience is that I hope they don't as well. Amar is a stock market broker. He's based out of Pune. But Amar, tell us about the call that you received and exactly what and when did you figure out, listen, there's something wrong here. This has to be a scam.
Okay, first of all, I got a call around 12 p.m. On last Friday, 2nd of August. And there was a guy who's basically presenting himself as a police officer. And firstly, he talked with me very rude language. I mean, he was asking my name and all that. So I told him that you're calling me and you don't know my name to you. So then, after having some rude conversation with him, he told me that let's speak with our senior police officer. And then when I started talking with to him, he said that you made a crime in online in I think cyber crime. So I asked myself that when did I do such crime? But he was trying to convince me that you really did some crime and now you have to pay for it.
Fear.
Yeah. So he was trying to threaten me. So I can. So then I asked him. So what was my crime? So he wasn't telling me in details. So what did I actually do? I mean, so then later on, when I asked his name, I mean, who are you and from where you're calling me? Then they refused to tell their names. But they were trying to present themselves as police officers calling from Mumbai. So and he told me that now you have to come to the Mumbai headquarter, and we are going to issue you online arrest warrant. This time that guy didn't use the word what digital arrest. This time he used the
Digital
word
arrest.
online arrest warrant. So I came to know that yeah, this is literally a fraud call because I am read a story about a lady which got uh, uh, scammed in this fraud police calling. So on the NDTV or I don't know India TV something. So so fortunately, I came to know this is a fraud, and he's trying to scam me. He's trying to do fraud with me. So I was aware. So I thought let's make a fun of him. From so he's trying to cheat me. I'll make a fun of him. So I started asking him different questions about him and his that junior officer and all this. So but he was basically trying to deny or to give me all the information. So he was not giving me the entire details, and so then later on. He was again and again basically telling me that yeah, you supposed to come to Mumbai headquarter and there you did a very serious crime and now you are going to pay for it and this and that. So I told him that my
That's a
father is
classic case of
well,
digital arrest.
yeah, yeah, digital arrest. So I told him that my father is a well-known advocate from Pune. So show me the proof what really, I mean, I did any wrong job. Then he paused. As soon as I told him that my father is advocate, he's a lawyer, then he paused for just 2 or 3 seconds. And then, with a very weak voice, he said that you can come with your father to Mumbai headquarters to see what is your crime. So, uh, so,
Got it.
mm, from the background, my mom also told me that yeah, this is a fraud call and don't share him any your details.
But I love that आप revenge लेने लग गए. That's a fun twist to the story. It's almost something you read about in films. Someone's trying to do something to you. आपने table ही पलट दिया basically उन पे. So it's really lovely to hear your story bright and early in the morning. And Amar, you actually pointed to a few red flags, right? You said that the first question, the moment they said, "What's your name?" in your head, the question arose, they shouldn't be asking my name if they're calling me. So different red flags like that, you're even telling our viewers to look out for. We'd also like to thank Dr. Chandar for joining us. Amar, Dr. Chandar, thank you for bringing us your early morning perspective on this entire story. Let's head